Hey, how's it going? Nobody? Outside of three of our four remaining dogs, old man Teddy's in pretty rough shape. He's 16. He was only a couple months younger than the late Huggy Boo, who we just lost in Monday. And he's in pretty rough shape now. This puppy's been kind of trying to play a little too roughly with him. And Teddy looks like he's not taking it well. I mean, imagine me, no, not even me, someone younger than me. Imagine like a 12-year-old kid just repeatedly bouncing off like a 100-year-old. Well, and anyway, there's dinner over there. Tell you, Dad. I'm just, nobody's gonna watch this, and that's okay. This isn't one of my videothons where I'm asking for help, or, I know people don't want to hear that crap. There are a lot of people whose orange overlord has trained them to see poor people as freeloaders and drug addicts. Well, that's not the case. You know, that's an unfair stereotype from narrow-minded person. People. Anyway, I'm here with my dogs. Well, technically, that's my dog. That's my son's dog. That's, I don't know whose dog. Puppy. My wife's idea, so I guess he's hers. He seems to love, I think, my son the most. I'm not sure. Not sure. Maybe me. I'm gonna jibber jabber here about work. I work for a big box retailer. Some of you may know who. I'm not going to say who. I don't want to. If I don't mention their name, I don't get sued. But they don't train people. A lot of people work with only common sense. There's a lot of apathy around there. Nobody cares. Nobody cares. A lot of people are completely oblivious to their surroundings and their jobs, other people's jobs, and the messes that they make. I'm on the maintenance crew. I'm a janitor, so there's this kid. I don't know, a young guy. He's in his 20s, I guess. And this is his third go around. I've been there over 6 years now. This is his third time there in the last, I'd say, 3 years, maybe. Every time him and his buddy, it might be his brother or his cousin or his friend, I don't know. Every time they get bored and quit, especially this dude, one of our sets of work keys goes missing. Well, we never got that second set. After the last time, we're down to one. So imagine if he gets his hands on them, they'll be gone soon. He gets bored, he fiddles around, he breaks things, he gets into stuff in the maintenance closet, tools and whatnot. He pretends he's a little handyman. Not little, he's taller than me. He's probably about 6'2". But yeah, he loses tools. He puts stuff on the floor. He throws stuff all over the closet. We used to have a workbench in there his first time around. I didn't get bored and drill holes in it. I patched them up with wood glue and box pieces and whatnot, and he poked back through them. Him and his buddy were in there. They ate my whole bag of pistachios the one time. Back then, I could hear them ticking across the floor of the shelves. You know, they'd routinely dump my beverages out, so I started putting my name on. Anyway, fast forward to this time around. Okay, this is the same thing he did last time he worked there. He go into the first thing he does when he gets here, goes into the restroom, pretends to be using the toilet, sits there, plays on his phone for 30 minutes to an hour. Okay, he's doing that again. Gets out of there, goes and pretends to work, does something, fiddles around for about 5 minutes, maybe 10 at best. Half-ass cleans the front windows on the sliding doors. He doesn't know what he's doing. He doesn't care. Go back in the restroom for another 30 minutes to an hour, play on his phone. He used to lock himself into the family one for an hour at a time. Now, he's not the only one who does this. We have team leads there. We have supervisors. We have assistant managers there that do this. They'll sit on the toilet sometimes for up to an hour or more, just looking at their TikToks or YouTubes or whatever else they do. But this kid does this all the time. Every 5 to 10 minutes of work he does, he spends 30 minutes to an hour on a toilet playing on his phone. Then he goes outside when it's not even his break time and he sits at this one break area over by the carts, or shopping carts, and plays on his phone there for another half hour or so. Go clean the break room. Saw him yesterday and the day before. He's just standing there looking at his phone. I mean, he's useless and worthless as far as work goes. They don't seem to value their good employees at the place because they let a lot of good ones go and they keep a lot of screw ups and they don't pay attention to these kids, these young people. It's like people from the ages like 15 up to the age of say 45. All they do is stare at their freaking phones. That's all they do. You go in a break room, it's weird, it's surreal. You know, you can go, if I don't spend time in the break room, I take my breaks outside or my lunch at home. One time a couple years back, everybody just staring at their phones. I mean, you could die right there on the table, just have a heart attack, die, pass out in like a soup or whatever the hell you're having, and just be freaking dead. And nobody would notice until they got up to leave the room if they decided to not be staring at their phone when they're walking out the doorway. It's crazy. But this kid, another thing that he's doing that's pissing me off. I discovered this about 3 weeks ago. See, for a while, our garbage cans, our outside garbage cans, we use 64-gallon trash bags, okay? He was putting 96s in. The 96s are for the rolling garbage bins that we put the garbage in. He's putting them in the garbage cans outside. He was doing this for weeks. And I kept leaving notes for, his supervisor, the night supervisor, other maintenance crew members, what size bags goes into what cans and whatnot, and various other things that they're doing wrong. Like when they're throwing away half and three-quarter rolls of toilet paper, I try to get them to stop. But anyway, getting back to this 3 weeks ago here, I go outside to do the outside garbages. 2 different size bags. There's like between 12 and 16 garbage cans out there. 2 different size bags. Both incorrect. That told me there for sure that he was doing it on purpose. Because the 64s are extra large. The next size down is large, which is roughly 36 to 48 gallons, I'd say. Maybe 48. I don't know. And so he had large at 96 instead of 64s. All the ones up front had 96s. All the ones out in the lot, large. Following week, same thing. Okay. I went out there. I got everything that was full or reasonably half full. Made sure they all had 64-gallon bags in them, correct size. I come in, I'm not kidding. It was either the next day. It was the next day. Large. Every fucking can. Every one. Like after I went home, he went out there and did a round and changed all of them that I literally had just dumped. So they should have been mostly empty. And he replaced them with smaller fucking bags. Large instead of 64, instead of extra large. And it happened again. He did it again. Another time. And today I go out there. I mean, I've been writing on the cans, on the rims of the cans, 64-gallon only, not large, not 96. One of the cans I put, you're doing this on purpose and it's not funny. I go out there today. Okay, the ones by the door they had 64s in them because I did them. Maybe he didn't bother with those. All the ones in the front of the lot by the lampposts and cart rails up front had 96-gallon bags in them. And some of the ones farther into the lot had a large. There's one by this cart return towards the end that he never dumps. So it still had a 64 from last time, and it was full as usual. And the other side, across the lot, another one I think still had a 64 in it, but nobody was Apparently nobody had put much into that can. But everything in the middle, there was one in the middle that had, I think, a large in it. But everything up front had the 96s. So, he's taking them out after I do them and putting the wrong size bags in them for his own personal amusement. This dude is useless. I don't know why they hired him back third time. He's gonna end up getting bored and quitting again. I hope he takes his buddy with him, nothing personal. His buddy actually is on a different shift this time. He's back here before him. His buddy started back here before him on third shift. And he cleans the restrooms, but he doesn't empty out those little metal stall boxes in the women's restroom that have, the used tampons and whatnots. He won't dump those. Sometimes they'll get all scrunched down. And then he won't sweep up toilet paper on the floor. He uses the sprayer or hose on the kayak and just sprays them into the wall. I mean, really. At least he's good for sweeping Salesforce stuff with dust mop. I seen him when he was on day shift with me. The other guy, the one I'm talking about, that's screwing around with the garbage cans, he'll push a dust mop down an aisle and literally miss everything. I mean, I'm not kidding. He'll get maybe 25% of it. Leave everything there. He'll stare at the ceiling when he's pushing. He goes down the middle, set up one side, down another. They need to get rid of Phone Boy because he's not a good worker. Not a good worker. They don't value their good employees at this place. They just screw up for garbage at the store. Or they're just not paying and don't care. There's a couple of brothers that started this company way back when, long deceased now. Probably spinning in their graves. If they knew the way their stores were being run, ugh, they would be appalled. I mean, it is the only place I know where corporate can come in and not see anything wrong. The stuff they pick out is stuff that everybody notices. The stuff they miss, I mean, nobody notices it because there are people who walk around with their heads up their asses all the time. Anyway, there's my little rant. I'm gonna go now. I gotta get in the house. I'll do some laundry, make supper, maybe. Give one of my dogs, Bacon, needs his pills. He's gonna be due for his prednisone here soon, so I'm gonna have to give him his last muscle relaxer much later. He's supposed to already have it. He's supposed to have it like set 8. I'm gonna do it now. Good night. Good night. Enjoy the rest of your night. One person will probably see this 20 minutes from now. Shut up, hard ass. Just hanging out or not doing anything at this point. Trying to quit it. Come on, Teddy, get back in the yard. Good night.